will be the leaders. Here they are, Eva KEMP and Yohnatan ELIZAROV of Canada.
And this Claire de Lune free skate was Claire de Lune inspired by a poem which was written by Paul Verlaine, and that part of the muse and the inspiration for the great choreographer Sandra Bezic and David Wilson to create this piece for the Canadian team. The story behind this free skate is that Yoni is a romantic poet and Eva the elusive moonlight, and just the concept behind it gives them the fuel to create a better piece of composition. Of course it's been choreographed brilliantly, but it's just so interesting for us to hear concept behind, which is the motivation to demand more program component scores as the rest of the Canadian skaters and coaches that go.
You know, when you see a young person come up and all of a sudden you haven't seen them for a while and they come back and they're not a child anymore, they're an adult, right? They're independent and strong. This team has grown in this 1 year to become seniorish, very seniorish, right? And secure and confident. it's a different team, same people, same bodies, same everything, but somehow in this 1 year, a huge transformation.
And I remember as we look at Eva now, like just the way in which she's holding her hand and her neckline. I remember seeing them a couple of seasons ago, and they did well. I do believe I remember seeing them winning in Gdansk a couple of years ago, but they were very much a technical team. And I remember thinking that Eva had, as we look at the side-by-side triple salls, the two single axles, she had a focus and a kind of pairing of resilience, grit, and determination.
Strength,
all
yeah,
very
sure.
positive, but not extroverted or expressive. Now she's been given material, as we see the triple toes, that allows her to showcase the aspects of her that are still good for the judges to report.
Oh yeah. And it's not that this can't get better; it will get better. But it has made significant improvements in their sensitivity to the music, obviously to the choreography and whatnot. Also, the technical elements a lot stronger and more confident in that. As we take a look at the stone triple loop, watch her push that leg back. It's so strong and quick. Stabilize that landing. Group 5, reverse lift. Watch the ice coverage here. You don't see the snow. Keep those turns going right around the end of the rink. Difficult level 4 lift.
And this a lift that their choreographers asked if they could use, emulating the great Gordeeva and Grinkov, who they were suggested to watch and study, and we've spoken about that, the importance of studying the greats, Gordeeva and Grinkov, undoubtedly the great. Now that finish position, the poet, she's the Elusive Moonlight, that was that.
Because she started with that.
Yeah.
And she ends with that, right? Beautiful. What will the score be? Great improvement, good skate. They have a 113.24. That is first in the pre-program with a total competition score 175.91. You are looking at the champions in the Riga first Junior Grand Prix this season. Big smiles,